You're welcome to Quick Tech, and this is the Tech Class Show. My name is Kasapa, and I am your favorite host. If today is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you are already part of the family, thank you. We love you so much. As usual, today I have some beautiful tech classes in the house, and we'll be discussing a very interesting topic. So stay tuned. All right. Hello there.
Hi.
You're welcome to my show.
Thank you.
And you're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. So please introduce yourselves to my audience.
Hello everyone. My name is Mamiaja Bremba. I'm a software engineer at Turntable Ghana, and I love watching documentaries. Yeah.
So hi, my name is El Karisa Sirdu, and I'm working as a software engineer at Zuberry. And I love tech.
Nice. For a woman to say I love tech, that takes a lot of boldness. I like the energy though. Today we will be discussing gender gap. I know that we, the few females in tech, wherever you find yourself, it's either you are the only female or you are part of the few females in that section.
Yeah.
So we will be discussing that topic and how we can help encourage you out there to also join us in the tech field, or probably encourage someone else to join us. Who knows? So starting with you, Wemby, what do you understand by gender gap?
Okay, so before I start, let me just say that this is a very sensitive topic. Okay, so everything I'm going to say is my opinion or what I've observed. The gender gap in tech, right? I think that we don't have a lot of females or women as we have men in the tech industry. So that's where we have a gap. When you walk into any software firm, you are most likely to find more men than women or more males than females. So that's what I think gender gap is. We don't have a lot of females as compared to the males in the tech industry.
Karis,
Yeah.
what do you think is the cause of this?
Okay, so I believe it's because of that stereotype that is around tech, that everyone is made to believe that tech roles are for men. So let's say if you hear that there's a female software engineer, like, hey, can you really do it? Because everyone's mind has been tuned to men as opposed to being the more technical roles. But I think now with what's coming up, people are realizing that women can actually do tech. When they hear that we are in a male role, they are not encouraged because they feel like they can't do it because it's supposed to be for a man. Yeah.
But Wemby, what do you think? Is it really a male role that we are forcing ourselves to enter as well, or?
Not at all. I don't think it's a male role because we have female doctors, we have ladies in business, we have ladies in agri. Why can't we have females in software engineering? Mm-hmm. I think the problem is if we want to tackle the problem, we have to go back to the roots, right? Mm-hmm. How is it starting? And you know that even in a regular Ghanaian house, usually when you have a male and a female, you find out that you want the female to do the easier things, or just do the English, read the social studies, and let your brother do the math and all of those things. So I think upbringing is a big part, and then society also plays a role. They just feel because you're a woman, do the easy things. I'm not saying that that's what happens in every house, but it's predominant. Yeah. They just assume that because you're a woman, you should do the easy things, or you don't want to do it. So mostly people are not even given the opportunity in the first place.
But is tech really that difficult that it should be, let me say, assumed to be a male thing?
Well, I feel like nothing is easy, and it depends on how you approach it. I don't think tech requires physical energy or anything. It's like you are thinking more, and to perform a technical role like software engineering, you need to think a lot and then do it. So I don't think anyone should feel like they can't do the technical role because it is hard. Because nothing is easy.
It's hard. It's hard, like carrying seven.
But nothing is easy. So you just need to try. Just try. Yeah.
Is it really something we should be worried about? Does it have any negative effects on either the industry or the women or probably the country?
Yes. Yes. I think that's yes. Because I'm really thinking about the question, because we have men, we have women, we have people that identify with other genders, right? And a man's perspective is different from a woman's perspective, right? So even if you want to bring out a product or a tech product or anything, there's a way women will use it. There's a way a man will also use it. So if you have only men in a particular industry and then you're asking of their views, you realize there's something similar through, even if you ask 10 men, there'll be something similar about what every other person would say. But the minute there's a woman, there's something different. So it gives you that diverse, thing that you can come out with. You get to have more customers or clients who want to sign up onto it, because that I'm a woman, this is how I would use it, this is how I would want it, right? But if it's just you asked only males and then you came out with that, you realize that sometimes when a woman is supposed to use that particular thing, they can't really use it well because you didn't take their views or perspectives into consideration.
I totally agree with him, because that's the first thing that came to my mind. Having different perspectives is really important, and I think especially in software engineering, because having things from just one point of view, you realize that there's not much diversity. So I feel including women's voices, hearing their perspectives, it will go a long way to help the tech industry.
Yeah. How do you think we can bridge this gap? Because from years back, since we started seeing more of tech in Ghana especially, I've been hearing this topic going up and down everywhere, and still the value is the same.
Well, I think we should start from the roots, right from when girls are coming up. Let them know that it's not just a guy who can be in a tech role or be a software engineer. So career day, we don't only tell them, okay, maybe just like a doctor, or like encourage them to know more about the tech industry so that they can explore it right from a young age.
I was going to say the same thing. Like when you've not seen something, you can't develop interest for it. Like, how do you say, I like piloting, when you've not heard that there's anything called piloting or there's anything called aeroplanes, right?
I wanted to be a pilot.
I wanted to be a doctor and I ended up in software engineering. Oh yes, that's for another day.
For me, I just always wanted to be in engineering, but I just didn't know which aspect I wanted to fit in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fit just threw me inside. Yes. So if you don't know about something, you can't develop interest in it, right? So I feel that, like El Kari said, right from the roots. In JHS, in JHS, I don't think I knew anything about software engineering, robotics, or I had little, in fact, no knowledge. Even in SHS, all I knew was I want to go to medical school or I want to do pharmacy, because from science is like that's where everybody is directed to. Yes, I know there's ICT and all, but we've made ICT look like, just know the mouse. Left click, right click. But there's more to that. So children easily get interested in stuff, right? When they are doing things, make it interesting. We are not just coming to write code. I think there's something called Scratch programming for children. You can introduce them to that. Let them build mini websites, put their pictures there. They can show it to their friends and all of that. When you build that interest, as they are growing up, they know, there's a career called software engineering, there's artificial intelligence, there's UI, UX. That encourages their interest. To be honest, from childhood, I didn't hear of tech so much. Not at all. I just knew ICT. I didn't know there was anything like the other things we have now. Yeah.
And you only hear of engineering, but engineering is very broad. There are so many aspects of engineering you can go into. Like I went into computer engineering, but there's civil and other stuff. So I think they should also focus on getting into the details than just generalizing it, because sometimes when it's so general, you don't get to see the details of how you can get involved with that.
So apart from fixing it from the childhood aspect, can you think of any other way that we can make this work?
I'd say mentorship, right? When I wanted to be a doctor again, there was this female doctor I knew in my mom's hospital, and I really admired her. Just seeing her with the whatever we call it, stethoscope, yes, it was really nice for me. So I think that when you see other females in tech who are really up there and they are making it, it makes you ask yourself, what's preventing me from doing the same, right? So if we have people that can be role models for the people coming up, people that are ready to tell you, oh, you're a woman, I've been where you were before, and this is what I did to overcome my challenges, that would help. I know people are doing that, but we don't have a lot of women doing that. So we will keep having this conversation until we see that balance.
Yeah, what you are saying is so true, because having communities where women like all are in software engineering or in a certain tech field is very important, because you get to hear what they are going through and you feel like you're not alone, because we all have similar experiences, but sometimes you feel you are just going through it alone, and it's a lot, basically. Yeah, so having communities and mentors is so important in the tech field.
Is there anything the various firms and organizations can do to support this gender balance agenda?
Yeah, I feel like, let's say boot camps, trainings for women, just to empower them. Right now there's a bias, like there are very few females in tech. Just before this I was Googling and I saw about 26% women in tech in the whole world. Wow. So I guess bringing it to Africa, you will see that the number will be
1%.
It will be much, much smaller. And recently I've been seeing something like when they post jobs, like women are encouraged to apply. I think that's also really cool, because you feel like, oh, they actually would want to hear what I have to say.
Wendy, what do you think?
I think that if you are in a tech firm and there's a woman in tech, I think you should encourage her, because one of the battles that we face is mostly internal. Because you know you're a woman. Already you have at the back of your mind that everybody thinks you are going to fail. So you yourself, you put a lot of pressure on yourself because you want to prove something, right?
That's true.
And when you over pressure yourself, you don't deliver. So I think that if you have a woman on your team, just make her feel free. Don't let your expectations of her be so high. Give her the same opportunities you give to the men, you know.
You didn't mention freelance.
Oh no, if we are going to give women freelance, then we should be giving the men freelance.
You see, what we are trying to achieve is not that women are higher than men. We are trying to achieve equality,
balance,
where everyone has equal opportunity, and it's not like you can't do it because you're a woman. So we are trying to reach a point where everyone feels they are able to apply for that job, to do the work, not just because they're women, but just we are all people. That's the point we need to reach.
I've spoken with a couple of guys who feel like the guys also need some form of attention, but we are putting everything on for the ladies. Like everything is then ladies and ladies and ladies. They feel like they are being left out. So what do you have to tell them?
They can also create their groups.
Who support them?
They support each other.
I don't even think they will even get sponsorship to do anything.
Oh.
Who is it?
They should. I mean, if they have good agenda, they should. I don't think that. This whole talk about the gender gap, it's not to say that women are so special, so give us like some special treatments. We are just saying that give us the opportunity. Give me a chance to prove myself. If I don't prove myself, tell me this and this is what you did wrong. Don't say, oh, I said it. She's a woman. She couldn't have done it. Yeah, everybody can do the same. So we're not saying give us special treatment, give me the less work or any of those things. I mean, I can't carry physical things, but you know, just give me the opportunity you would give to a man.
Yeah.
That's very important. So to the men, how can they also support this agenda?
Let me look in the camera well.
Tell them.
To the men, don't assume I can't do it because I'm a woman. Give me the chance to prove myself, right? And if you feel that I'm lacking somewhere and you can help out, you know, because if you also find yourself in a situation and you need help, I'll be willing to help. So let's just help each other. You know, this whole fight, we as women, we can't do it alone. We need a gentleman as well to help. So that's a little I'd say.
Yeah, it's very true. Just encourage a woman, because honestly, we have different struggles, like you mentioned before. So from your point of view, you might not see what we are going through. So just engage us, understand what we are going through, because in our Ghanaian society, the role of men is different from the role of women. So just understand what she's going through, see where you can support her. And I feel like we move forward.
Yeah. One other thing, right, is, you know, women, if a woman gives birth, she would have to take care of her child.
Yeah.
But if a man has a child, his wife will be the one to take care of the child. So usually when a woman has to go on maternity leave and all of that, and you know, in tech, when you have that long break, you come back and you don't remember a lot of things. Yeah, so when they come back, I think usually there isn't a lot of support for them. But if there's going to be a way where we can support them to gradually integrate themselves back into the tech industry, that would help, because it will be sad that you put your all in it just because you had a baby, which is a natural thing. You can't come back. That doesn't really help.
Yeah, somebody raised an argument with me that having a guy and a lady go for a role, and the lady was pregnant, a technical role, would you go for the lady who is about to give birth, or you just go for the guy that's... So I don't know, we are biologically different, but I feel like we should make a safe space for everyone to thrive.
This conversation has been very interesting, but unfortunately we'll have to end somewhere. To continue next time, you have to keep coming. So I'll go for my last words, then we wrap up for this session. Last words.
Okay, I would just encourage all females out there to just try, because you never know where it will lead you. And I'll encourage you to also post on social media about what you're doing and network a lot, because it's through networking that you get access to opportunities that can help you develop and grow. And if possible, just search for someone who's doing a similar thing to what you're doing. Let's say you want to be a data scientist. You can just go on LinkedIn, search for a data scientist. Just DM the people, ask them for help, like, oh, what do you think I can do? Because I feel like from learning from other people, you can improve more.
Okay, so I'd say that it's not difficult. It's challenging, but it's not difficult. And every career path has its own challenges, right? If there are people doing it, you can do it. Just start if you want to. Just start. So there's nothing like, I'm too old, it's too late, I should have done this in senior high. The age will still come anyway, right? So just start. If you want to be a woman in tech, just start. And if you're already in it, don't give up. It gets better.
It gets better. Thank you very much for tuning in today. This is Kweku Tech, and this was the Tech Class Show. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.